Vertical alignment. This method is kind of like multiplying double-digit numbers. So in elementary school, you might have seen 27 times 52. And the way that we did that was we wrote them on top of each other, lining up like terms, but we didn't call them like terms. We lined up our place values, times. We drew our little equal sign, and then we did 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then we went to the next row, we put a 0, which is our place value holder, because now we're multiplying 10 times 7 is 35. Put our 3 up top. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. And then once you have your 2 rows, you add them, draw another equal sign. 4 plus 0 is 4. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 3 is 4. And nothing plus 1 is 1. So this was how we did multiplication with double-digit numbers. So we're going to use that same method that we knew from elementary school and apply that to binomials. So we have the binomial 5x minus 3 times the quantity of x plus 1. So step 1 is to write the terms of each binomial in a vertical format, just like we did multiplication in elementary school, like right here. So I'm going to write 5x minus 3, and then underneath that I'm going to write times x plus 1. And if this times symbol is confusing because you have a times and x, you can always put the dot. That's okay too. So step 2, once you have it written, is to multiply the constant from the bottom binomial by each term in the top binomial. That means that this is my constant because it's just a whole number, and you times it by each term in the top. Just like how we did with the 2 times 7, 2 times 2, we're going to do 1 times negative 3 and 1 times 5x. So 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. 1 times 5x is 5x. Part 2 of this is to multiply the x term from the bottom to each term in the top. So now, just like we had to do the 2 and then the 5, now we're going to do, we already did the 1, so now we have to do the x. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. So am I going to write that over here underneath my constant? I wouldn't. I would line up my like terms and put it here. So x times negative 3 is negative 3x. We're going to write it underneath our x term so we keep our like terms lined up. If it's helpful to you, put a 0 to save the place so that way you remember that you can't add a constant with an x term, so you have to put a 0 there. You could leave it blank, but it's definitely helpful to put a 0. So I did x times negative 3 is negative 3x, so all I have left is the x times the 5x. So x times 5x, I don't have a constant here, but there's a secret 1 there, so we're doing 1 times 5 is 5, and x times x is x squared. Then the last step is to combine our 2 rows by adding them. So I write that plus sign and draw my equal sign again. And because I already lined up my like terms, this part's nice and easy. It's negative 3 plus 0 is negative 3. 5x minus 3x is 2x. And then the 5x squared, I just bring it down. But see how here I don't have a sign in between? It was positive. So we write plus. So my answer is 5x squared plus 2x minus 3. That's how you multiply using vertical alignment.